from 12 Studios, this is News 12 at 10.
Tonight on News 12 at 10, a fire destroyed a storm shelter cover in Pottsboro, who firefighters are thanking for keeping the flames from spreading. And warmer weather returning this weekend after a rainy Thanksgiving. Tom's got the forecast for the first week of December. Plus, a mission to remember fallen officers in Ardmore from the last century. How a man helped out during his workout routine before even hearing about the project. Welcome to News 12 at 10. I'm Meredith McCown. A man is dead after getting hit by a car while working on a fence in Paris this morning. Paris police say a pickup driving north on Johnson Woods Drive lost control, hitting a parked pickup, which then crashed into a third truck. That third truck hit 3 men who were working on a fence, knocking one of the men into a trailer. Both people inside the first pickup and all 3 workers were taken to the hospital. One of the workers was pronounced dead. Police haven't released his name. Police say the driver had a reported medical issue. The crash is under investigation. And a McCurtain County man is dead after a crash in Choctaw County. Troopers say it happened on Indian Nation Turnpike just after 6 last night. They say Charles Mack was standing outside of his disabled pickup parked in the northbound lane when his truck was hit by a car going north. Troopers say the 73-year-old was thrown by his car into a ditch and pronounced dead at the scene. The other driver wasn't injured. Troopers say it was raining and the roads were wet when the crash happened. Several people are facing charges in a drug trafficking ring where authorities recovered more than 1,000 grams of meth. This month, Cook County investigators and the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics uncovered an organized meth trafficking ring. Through several operations and a search warrant, investigators recovered the meth with a street value of $110,300. Cook County Sheriff Terry Gilbert says the ring supplied drugs to Cook County and surrounding southern Oklahoma counties. 7 arrests were made in Cook and Marshall counties, and more are pending. A Grayson County man is being credited with saving a garage after a fire in Pottsboro. The Locust Volunteer Fire Department responded to a fire at a building on Cottonwood Lane. Firemen found a neighbor trying to extinguish the flames with a hose, preventing it from spreading to a nearby garage. They say the building that caught fire was a shell to protect a storm shelter. The fire was put out and the garage unharmed. The Grayson County Fire Marshal is investigating the cause. Storms early this morning caused some damage in Sherman. Power poles were knocked down on Fallon Drive near Midway Mall as strong winds blew past the mall. Crews worked this afternoon to replace the fallen poles. Luckily, no power outages have been reported. Turning to weather, it was blue skies and sunshine today in Texoma, a relief from yesterday's rainy, cold day. Tom Hale joins us in the Weather Center. Tom, will this warmer than usual weather continue?
No, I'm afraid it won't. And it'll be back to normal, actually, for the first week of December. But today, boy, we had a blast. Take a look at this. This is 4 o'clock in the morning, and you can see these storms rolling on in. This is 5 o'clock, 5:30, as it pushed through Sherman. That was our wake-up call, folks. And then 15 minutes later, it was near Yuba City, and that's just to the southeast of Durant, and in both cases dropping quarter-size hail. At 7:30 in the morning, the next big storm bundled up across the south corner of Bonham, pushed its way through Paris by 7:50, and then our skies cleared and winds kicked up. We're looking at winds today gusting to 50 miles an hour, and across all of Texoma, we had winds at least 20 to 45 miles an hour. A windy day. Now tonight, we're going to be talking wind chill. We'll explain that next.
All right, thanks, Tom. It's been a little more than 6 months since a deadly tornado tore through El Reno, taking aim at a mobile home park and a hotel. The wreckage has been cleared, but the empty field now a reminder of the painful past. Cassandra Sweetman has more.
Now, for some people, the crumbling structure was an eyesore. For others, it was a constant reminder of the disaster last May. But everyone is saying they hope to see something fill its place so the city can continue to move forward.
It just took everybody by surprise that night.
Memories of the fateful night a tornado tore across the street.
The rain started going sideways. Windows started shaking real bad. Pitch black completely outside out there, so you couldn't see that motel was completely gone.
Employees at the Domino convenience store with a front row seat to the destruction. The lives of some of their loved ones changed forever.
My uncle was trying to find the kids. The boys were kind of shook up, for a few weeks after it had happened.
The whole community shook for weeks and months after. Now, 6 months later, the debris cleared away, including the crumbling lot.
Well, now that it's gone, I'm thinking it's surely to help, because that's all everybody talked about is why is it still sitting here? How come they haven't got rid of it?
What will replace it, still unknown.
I want something to be put back up in its place so life can go on and everything like that. I just don't want another empty parking lot.
It'd probably be good to have another one over there. That's my opinion.
But while the visible damage is gone, the community's recovery is still ongoing.
They lost everything in that tornado, but to have all the donations that were given to them, it helped them a lot.
Now, while Mayor Matt White says he is happy and hopeful to see the property finally demolished and put up for sale, he says he knows his community will never forget the people who lost their lives and those who are still recovering after last May. Reporting in El Reno, Cassandra Sweetman, Oklahoma's News 4.
Soon, every fallen police officer in Ardmore will be honored for paying the ultimate sacrifice. The project is led by the local Fraternal Order of Police. But an Ardmore man has been helping already, even before he heard about the project. News 12's Joe Valdez brings us the story.
In fact, they have Veterans Day. They need to have a law enforcement day.
Charles Dennison walks the cemeteries in Ardmore for exercise. The 67-year-old looks for fallen officers' graves. He felt some had gone unrecognized for their service.
Shot him and hit him in the throat right there.
And wanted to do something about it.
So we're going to go, as a lodge, the Fraternal Order of Police, we're going to try to go out and clean up these grave sites and re-level the headstones.
The Fraternal Order of Police in Ardmore started a project to commemorate 9 Ardmore fallen officers. 8 died in the line of duty. Ardmore Police Corporal Jake Glasner says the list goes as far back to 1908.
They didn't necessarily wear this uniform, but they worked for the Ardmore Police Department. They walked the same streets that we drive down every day, and a lot of them actually worked at the same building we're standing in right now.
Dennison wanted to help. Before he even knew about this project, he and a friend found half of the officers' graves at Rose Hill and Hillcrest Cemetery in Ardmore. His friend found the rest.
These guys want to go out every day. They're putting their life on the line for you and I and in the community of Ardmore.
He grew up around 2 of the officers, including his elementary school classmate, Patrolman Herbert Poe.
Yeah, he was a pretty good guy. Played together, had fun together, went to Jefferson, played football together on the grade school teams.
Glasner says they're planning on giving every officer a new memorial marker with their name, age, and end of watch date.
That's just a good idea to do it for them, for what they put their life through doing it.
Glasner says the markers will be up in January. In Ardmore, Joe Valdez, News 12.
It's Small Business Saturday. What local shop owners say about today's turnout and how their business is affected around the holidays. And before we head to the break, here's a list of the drop-off locations where you can donate to Toys for Tots.